Hey guys, so I was in the train room, or I currently am in the train room. Anyway, I was in here, just casually chewing gum. I am now, and I decided to go through a box of old trains I had, and they're not expensive trains. They're not very prototypical. They're not even very realistic. Saying realistic and prototypical is almost the same thing. But what I will say is that they do have quite a bit of sentimental value. I decided to open my old box of Thomas trains. I don't know why, just for the heck of it. This was, I believe, the last wooden Thomas train I got, which was Thomas. Got it in a DVD package, which is great. I have 3 Thomases, if I remember correctly. This is my first Thomas. This one right here. Remember, I got this one on Christmas. Oh, let's back up a little bit. Yeah, number 1, Thomas. My mom got me this. Just this one. This one's brand spanking new, not even a scratch. And this is when they started putting names on the bottom of the trains. Actually, they'd been putting names on the bottom of the wooden ones for a while. But look at this one. Doesn't have a name. Quite a few scratches. Mine is actually still pretty decent compared to most I've seen. But not too many scratches. I've got two boxes of Thomas trains, and I'll see if I can show you guys this right now. You can see about I'm on my laptop, so it's kind of hard for me to show you guys, really, but back it up. Yeah, you can kind of tell where I'm getting at here. I hope you guys are able to see that well. It looks like you are. Anywho. Sorry for the shakiness. I don't have the best stand for my laptop, if you will. A box on a box really doesn't do too well. Hold up. Everything's just falling in here. Alright. One year, one of I believe it was my cousin's, second, third cousin, whatever. Anyway, I was at my great grandmother's house. She was telling me how she had like a whole bag of wooden Thomas trains, and she told me she'd bring them over. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I never believed her. I never thought she was gonna bring anything over. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bam, she brings me this huge bag filled with, I don't know what was the number, 20, 30 something trains. And back then, this is before I was really into 8-show, and I didn't even have a Lino train set at that time. But I was just blown away, and oh god, it was great. And all the trains that she gave me are pretty much brand new. Not a lot of wear on them, but this is another one of them here. Airy. See if I can find Bert. He might be in here somewhere. It's a flatbed car. I had doubles of a lot of locomotives as well. All sorts of track and everything in here. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I've been doing this in forever. I don't know, I just thought you guys might want to see. But oh wow. My battery operated Thomas. I love this thing. Let's see, does the battery still work? No. Unfortunately, no. I don't have a screwdriver down here either. So I can put clay on that, huh? This one was always so fat to me. It's like so fat. Why did I say it like that? Fat. Fat. So 3 Thomases right here. 3. At some point in time, I'll have to show my Ertl collection as well, because I have quite a bit of Ertl Thomas stuff. I would never steal any of these things. Oh my god. Okay. Another story. It was my 4th birthday, and I had woke up early, about 8 o'clock. It was like 8:10, 8:15. And I was sleeping downstairs in my mom's room, and she told me to go upstairs because she had a surprise for me up there. So I go upstairs, and to my surprise, I find this train set, this Brio train set, laid all the way around my coffee table. And the coffee table, it's a decent size, and it had it was like the Theodore tugboat set, trestle bridge, which was a huge bridge. The bridge is like at least this long altogether. You can't even see it. It's like longer. Oh wait, this is the arm I'm putting. It's like this long. Anyway, but what I got quite a few engines, but the one I remember the most was I got these 2 passenger cars, and they went to and I had a Santa Fe diesel locomotive that was pulling them. F3 unit, Brio F3 unit, and I just loved it. That was like one of my favorite diesels ever since. So these cars, they have a lot of wear and tear on them, but no, they're freaking awesome. Brio back in the day was amazing. Really was stuff I used to like playing with all the time. What else is in here? Oh, let's see, one of Gordon's Express coaches. It says Express Coach on the bottom. You can't see it really. There you go. Kind of. Turn it over. Can't really read it because it's so bright. Here's Duncan. I remember I got Duncan, kinda. Duncan's old, and his eyebrows are kind of shaved off, but Duncan's still pretty good. Oh, okay. Another story. One year, or on Christmas in my family, every year, or when I used to be surprised with the presents that I get instead of just asking my mom to buy me something, I went and every Christmas Eve we used to be able to open a couple of presents before the day before Christmas, or Christmas Eve, yeah. But one of the presents I opened was this big, huge box, like this huge box, and I ripped open that wrapping paper, and it was this ginormous Brio set. It was huge. It was freaking huge. It was like out of this world huge, and wow, god dang it. But I already had a lot of track and things before, but it was like bam. It just put me. I had so much at this point, so much stuff at this point. It was insane. I had about 7 engines. Lord knows how much rolling stock. I had trees, people, buildings, everything I ever wanted, and more. And I always wanted a crossing gate set, and I got that crossing gate set. I was ecstatic. And this is one of the cars. This is one of the cars from that set. And there's another one of the cars from that set. I always used to have Henry pull. He always had a log train. A log car consist. Gosh, what else is in this box? I don't know, guys. Just a lot. Well, what is this? A lot of stuff. One train I always wanted and I never got out of the Thomas range was Percy. I never did get Percy. Always wanted him though. Oh, here's one of the. Oh, another story. Okay, so another year. I don't remember when exactly. I think it might have been the summer. I believe it was summer, and I think we ordered out of a catalog. But my mom bought me this. It was like a Japanese train set. What it was like all these different. It wasn't Brio, and it wasn't Thomas, but it was like another company who had went and produced their own form of trains. Of course, it was compatible, but it was a company that had produced their own form of it. And what was unique about their system was they had buildings, all these different Japanese buildings. It was like puzzles, like called puzzle trains or something like that. Anyway. The tracks were completely different because each section of track was like a piece of a road, or certain sections like they had like railroad crossings, and they were like pieces of road, and there were also other like pieces of like an actual road laid out, and then you would have like these uh, Oriental buildings. Like you were in Japan or China or somewhere, you know, they had the weird pointed tops and everything. And it was red, had all the Oriental type colors, the red and the greens, you know, mixed with the purple in there. And I still have it upstairs in my room. But I got that, and it came with this special connector piece. And I looked at it first, I'm wondering, what in the world is this? But I found out what it was. It was a piece to connect this train track, because the way you would connect the track was completely different. Because it was like literally like puzzle pieces, except they were turned into train tracks and roads and pieces of scenery, like, and trees and grass and everything. Anyway, but I'm wondering, what is this? And it was a piece to connect from that form of track to the Brio track. And so I went, put the piece down, got my Brio track, connected it, and I just got a static, because then I had an even bigger layout. So I went from like the island of Sodor all the way to Japan, and you know, that doesn't make any sense, but hey, when you're a kid, you doesn't have to. So and this is one of the trains. I got two engines. This red one, and there's a this red one. It's green one, and then there's a red one as well. And I had a few cars like this. So great stuff. Lots of Brio memories. Lots of Brio memories. How am I doing on time? I'm doing alright. Tidmouth Milk car. Oh snap, son. Another story. I have no idea how well that sound is going to come out, but this was from the Lionel Brio trains series. Yep. Lionel, I don't know if how many of you remember this, but Lionel came out with a series of trains that would fit with the Brio and Thomas collection. But they also have their own system of track. And of course, like Lionel does with everything, they have to go out and outdo everybody. Lionel had the most realistic wooden railway styled track and accessories that I have ever seen. Their crossing gates, when the train would roll over them, the gates would come down and the lights would flash. And I wanted one so bad. I wanted one more than anything in the world. But I never got one of those sets either. I never got their track, but I got a couple of their engines. And the engines I got were, gosh, what was it? There was one engine, and it was supposed to go with this car, but there was one engine that, it came with a book. It was like the Mighty Mogul, I believe. I believe it was called the Mighty Mogul. And, it had like a book and with the whole story and everything in it. And then it came with an engine, and the engine was one of those battery powered ones, because that's what Lionel made for their track. And it ran around, but it also had a tender that was specifically designed for it. And this is the tender. There's a little switch back here. I'm not sure if is this supposed to do something? Nope, I never was able to move that back, because you're not supposed to move it back. But batteries are dying in here. Wow, guys, I'm running out of time. I guess it just wanted the juice. I only had enough juice for that one little opening of the box here. Wow. It's amazing. Batteries are dead. Anyway, guys, I'm running out of time here. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this because I love reminiscing here. Railroad Kid 1937. Peace, God bless. See you for the next part of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are enjoying me reminiscing of my childhood. So peace.